Good evening, and thank you for supporting my channel for a year. We have actually managed to stay afloat for 1 year now. I began 1 year ago with my dear friend, the dating and relationship coach Shelley Day Whitehead, on Lionsgate Portal. That time I was visiting Denmark with Faye, and I had just participated in the wonderful retreat with Kerry Veach and Pablo Castro for the first time. And I have participated again this year, and I will say it is just a wonderful experience. Next year's retreat is from the 8th of July to the 12th of July in Forest in near Abergavenny in Wales. And I'm considering going again, I must admit. But I need to have a word with my therapist because I am kind of addicted to doing personal development from time to time. Um, no, Caitlin and we did record a podcast with James Moore from University of Wales, Trinity David's, a nature talk at Kinefin, and we recorded on Monday. And it was supposed to be out today, and the reason it's not out is that I was attempting to transfer these 4K file via various ways, and it just kept going and going, like the wheels of the bus going round and round. So basically, by the time I realized that I had to export them in 1080, I believe, then I kind of missed the window opportunity where Caitlin was available to edit. So unfortunately, you'll have to wait. But it is worth waiting for. We had a very beautiful conversation, James and I, about individualism, collectivism, competitiveness, collaboration, etc. And yeah, it was a very good talk. So that will be out soonish. And also, I did record a few moments with Kerry Veach and Pablo Castro at this year's retreat at Forest with the llamas in the background. It's quite sweet. At that time, I did have some problems with interference. Those who are familiar with the gene keys, which I had a beautiful one with Elijah recently, will know that I have the 44th gene key in my sphere of evolution, and that has interference in the shadow and teamwork in the gift, and Sinhaki in the mystical perfection. So there was some interference with the wireless mics of my DJI Osmo Pocket 3. However, there are some bits and pieces which are usable, so it's all good. And I'd like to thank everybody who's been on my podcast from the inception. Shelley and I had quite a few pre-podcast conversations because I was very nervous. I will say, as a neurodiverse and autistic individual, it's a very good thing to do, and it is very empowering. And I think personally, we have done some really good ones. I had Jem Ayres telling her fantastic, incredible story of how she recovered from stage 4 cancer using full body orgasmic energies and other health protocols. And then Kerry Veach came and visited me here where I live, and we recorded with Gus and Caitlin. That was our first live. And then we had another one with Jem where I was speaking about my experience of participating in her full body orgasmic retreats in Derbyshire. I've gone one more time this spring. It's fantastic, and I will go back in September 2026. I kind of need a little bit of time to integrate, but very, very powerful. I would warmly recommend. And then we had our first deep dive nature talk, which was at Kinefin Green Health Hub and it was recorded in November and came out in the beginning of January, with Matt Lister from the Pembrokeshire Coastal Forum, Sue Christopher from Wales from Wales, with Sam Evans of Coed Cleo in Pembrokeshire, and then Leanne Bird, Blue Freedom, and Richard Rees of Celtic Deep, and again Gus Hewlett and Caitlin Langdon were recording with us, and we were framing everything around the Wellbeing of Future Generations Act and focusing on prevention, collaboration, and integration and involvement on a long-term basis, and this idea of a Welsh legacy. Then we had James Cusier, who told his experience of becoming financially free. And then whilst I was in London at the end of November, staying with my dear friend Shelley J. Whitehead and her husband Ilan in North London, I recorded after the Gene Keys event on my DJI Osmo Pocket 3. That was the first time I used this device, and it was touch and go, but we managed to record a really good one about the essential skills of relating. And then I think we have had Andrew Duckmore and Sean Davey, and both of them were kind of sharing their elder wisdom and their lived experience, and both were a little bit tentative about kind of having this one size fits all about nature kind of solving complex mental health problems, and I think it's something to consider. I had Maya Sparrow telling about the Wild Biome Project, and then if I'm missing somebody else, and yeah, then I had Elijah from the Gene Keys, which was a fantastic um, The Art of Contemplation, and that was shared by the Gene Keys in the newsletter in the week that the 39th Gene Key was transiting, which is Shadow of Provocation, the Gift of Dynamism, and the City of Liberation. And that week we were recording, Caitlin and I, adventuring up in mystical mid Wales, and that was really actually very, very good. So I'm looking forward to another year, and I can't reveal too much, but I have some high-profile guests coming, and I would like to do more nature talks. If anybody are interested in either Caitlin and I coming and reviewing activities, etc., or us doing podcasts with charities or organizations or promotional videos, you can get in touch. If you want to subscribe, you can like and share, and you can also give a donation if you'd like. Yeah, it's been really wonderful and very empowering, and also, of course, thank you to Carmarthenshire County Council that gave me a bursary of £1,500, which I bought various lights, etc., tripods, microphones, a lot of that from from Command Cameras in town, which I have a good connection with Fish from there. And yeah, it's very much teamwork. And I have just started for the third year participating in Celtic Deep Speed Diving. What's it called? Wildlife on One Breath, and it's just absolutely wonderful to meet Emma and all the Celtic Deep crew again. And yeah, so we have been talking for a long time, and Caitlin and I are working with Coed Cleo and with University of Wales in St David's to put in an Awards for All application to put on sessions which would be filmed, and then we want to create a documentary around the benefits of nature and all the wonderful people and organizations working in this field, and then also getting adding the voices of transformational stories to the empirical data which is being collected through evaluation, etc. So yeah. So if I forgot anybody, please forgive me, but thank you so much for supporting this channel, and see you on the next one. Yes, so the one with James Moore, Nature Talk at Neffin, will be out fairly soon, and also the little recording with Kerry Beach and Pablo Castro from the wonderful Rebirthing in Warm Water retreat at Forest this year. The next year's retreat will be from the 8th of July till the 12th of July. So I would very warmly recommend, and I am considering participating. Take good care, and I will see you soon.